Well, we're back at the Syndicate Lake in Kent. Back after my last trip down, where I had that beautiful 27 pound plus fully scaled. What a fish that was, epic fish that. You know, blew me away. So I had to get back down here for another session. Use my nights up before we go to pastures new. So the spring I've had one on my second trip, so I'm more than happy. Back in the same swims. I see a couple of fish milling around earlier on when the sun was out. Wind starting to push in here. And what you've got out there, loads of bars running all the way down towards me in this corner over here. But they run all the way along. There's about 4 or 5 bars, loads of them out here, and then a big bar that runs off that island, about 130 yards out. So I've got one towards the tip of the island, about 80 yards I suppose, 70 yards, something like that. And the other two, I've got one down here. Well, I've got 2 over there, shall we say. And where I caught the fish was actually last trip was where those swans are, a little bit past there. So tomorrow, the sun's out, I'm going to bring them in from out a bit further and just go to shallow water. So what's been happening then? Well, there's been a couple out now, which is good, 3 or 4, which is brilliant. So they start to feed. It's due a biggie, that's why I'm back. It's due a monster, you know. It's due a 40 or a 50 pounder, that's for certain. There's a few of them in here. So kettle's on. Look at my old kettle there, look. Oh, look at that. Check that out for a kettle. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Check that out. Lovely kettle, that one, isn't it? Lovely kettle. Only takes one bite. I had that engraved on there. Was it? You know, that's what I live by. Only takes one bite. It really does only take one bite. That wind's got a little bit cold though, so I'm a bit worried that the fish won't stay in here or won't push in here, because that wind is definitely a little bit colder than it was earlier. I've only just got the rods out. I've been out about 4 hours. Just got the rods out because the old black chickens are rife out there. So if I put them out any earlier, it would have been bip. I would have caught a bloody black chicken, wouldn't I? Pain in the arse they are. So there we go. I'll just show you what baits I'm using. Look at these. Look, little System X washed out hook baits. Now these are super buoyant. If nothing else, guys, have a look at them. They're super buoyant. Keeps a chod rig up, hinge stiffy, anything. Keeps it up for days and days. But the thing I like about these is that you get 10 mils, 12 mils, 14s and 16s. So no matter what sort of rig you want to use, you don't have to buy separate POPUPS. You know, the 10s are super buoyant, and they're put like a size 4 wide gape or a curved shank. If you're doing that little combi rig that I use, it holds it up there nicely for days. Not just a couple of hours, for days. So I'm really happy with those. I helped to sort of develop those, which was good. So that's a bit of a blatant plug there, I'm afraid, guys. So I don't normally plug things, but you know, something I've been involved with, so I know they're good. Come in washed out pink and washed out white, and that fish I had last trip was on a washed out white one. Little 14mm washed out white on the old on the Johnny Mac rig, or the multi rig as it's called. So I've got 3 of them banged out there, singles, not putting no bait out because of the black chickens. Learned me lesson from last time where I moved the bait up, was just get picking up with bloody black chickens. And you know, like first light it was like bip 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 bip, or during the night tufty ducks, oh mate, they're worse than black chickens. They don't scare off easily, bloody things. So we're here for a couple of nights. Let's have a look out there. We're here for a couple of nights. Going to give it a go and hopefully bag a big one. I don't really care if I have a bite or not. If I'm honest, after that fully scaled last trip, I'm happy for a little while, put it that way. But you see, I've got my rods on single sticks now. 2 pointing where I'm fishing over there, and the other one pointing out there. So most of the time I use a 3-rod buzz bar, but because I'm fishing 2 sort of angles, I put them on singles. Look, no carp dog unfortunately. It's not allowed down here, which is probably a good thing, because he'd run right, he'd be biting everything and chasing after the swans and swimming and be driving everyone bloody berserk mental as he normally does. So maybe it's not, I do miss him, I must admit, for a bit of company and that, but it's maybe a good thing he's not here. I'll probably get banned because of him barking and biting rods and tacking boots and whatever. So, you know. So yeah, I'm feeling confident. Looking forward to a couple of days down here. We'll see what happens. Out before dark. So I'm going to catch up with you maybe in the morning. Or maybe during the night. If I have one, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? So catch up with you soon, guys. Well, welcome back. It's the next day and it's about midday-ish, I suppose. Quiet night last night, very quiet. Nothing happening. See a couple of fish over my left-hand rod this morning, but I got picked up by a chicken. Would you believe it? Just before they started showing on it, I got picked up by a chicken, reeled it in, all tangled. Lovely, eh? Great. Brilliant. So, I've seen a few fish down in the corner down there. Just like last trip where I had one, milling about, but not really feeding. They're not sort of kicking up, colouring up the water. So I've put a couple of rods down there to see today what's happening. Nothing's happening. They're just not interested. They're just lying up. It's been quite sunny today. It's been quite nice. It's been beautiful. You know, that's why the fish have moved into this shallower area. But I'm going to have to reel them in a couple of hours before dark to get me rods out onto the little bit deeper spots for the night, or I might move. I fancy a move actually. I fancy a move because I see some fish right out in the middle, about 20 shows this morning. They were out there, they weren't out here, which is a bit shallow, it's a bit deeper out there. They just seem to like it out there at the moment for some reason. There's no lines out there as well, so that could be the reason. They're pretty switched on, the fish in here. Very switched on, you know, they don't like lines at all. You often notice, from what I've seen, is that where if you've got no lines going in the water, then the fish, that's where they show and feed. They're not stupid. There's some big fish in here that don't get caught for a couple of years. You know, 50 pounders don't get caught for more than 2 years. And it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's busy, but got some good anglers on here. So what we're going to do for tonight? Well, I'm going to go and get some food from the van in a minute, because I've run out of food. I've had a bit of a munch on. Got a bit of a munch on, bit me spring munch on, unlike the fish at the moment. So I'm going to go get some more food, some more water. Last night, I might not cast out to just before dark, so I might pack away most of my gear, get it all ready on the barra, get all that, pack it all up, get it all ready to move. So if I see 3 or 4 shows in an area, I'm on it, you know. I'm bang on it, because I've got to go tomorrow in the morning, so it's not really worth staying in here, because they don't get in here to the sort of midday and later really, 11 o'clock maybe, and I'll be gone by then. So that's why I'm not fancying this shallow area for the night, not this time of year anyway. When there's a bit of weed, yeah, I quite like this area. I've had a couple at night out of here, but as there's no weed here at the moment, I think I'll need to drop onto the fish tonight for me last night and have a move, but we'll see. So I'm going to reel the rods in a minute. There's fish out there, they're not interested, and I'm going to go to the van, get some food, get some water, and then debate what I'm going to do. So tomorrow you might see me in a totally different swim, or you might see me here. Depends on what I see tonight. Well, before dark anyway. But it's best to be prepared, get it all packed up, ready. Because all I've got to do is just reset it up again, haven't I? It's not a problem. Then there's no problem, is there? You just move or reset up. So there we go. Right, well guys, it's just 5:30. It's getting light. I just had to show you this morning. Look at how beautiful that is this morning. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? That's why we go fishing, isn't it? Of course we go to catch, but look at that. Looks like it's going to rain soon. Look at that, it's stunning. And they wonder why we go, eh? They wonder why we go. Well, I've had a swan and I've had a pike. Look at that backdrop, look. Madness, isn't it? Well, yeah, I've had a swan and I've had a pike. Still got 3 or 4 hours prior to pack up. It's just bite time anyway. So I've just made myself a strong coffee. And we're going to see what happens. But, could be on for a blank. We can't catch every time. This is a particularly hard water, so last session, having that beautiful fully scaled, sort of made me spring already, really. But we want to catch a big one, don't we? So, a few hours to go, and we'll see what happens before we have to pack up, go home, go and see the carp dog, and get on with normal life, get on with work and normal life. So, see you soon with either a fish or packing up and going home. See you soon, guys. Well, guys, would you believe it? Just had a bite before I go home, and mad's that. Look at that. Proper nice common. Proper nice, proper made up. Proper nice commons, 30 plus anyway. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. Proper nice common. Oh, it's a lump. It's a lump, isn't it? 30 plus. I'm proper made up. Right, I'm going to get all sorted, get it out, and I'll show you the video. Show you the pictures and that in a minute. Alright. Look at that. 43.12. Look at that, made up with this session. 43.12 common. Get in there, guys, eh? Look at that, eh? Absolutely loving it. And there's the other side. Look at that. Oh. There's the other side, look at that. Check that out, baby. Let's get her back, eh? Let's get her back. Oh, made up. Gonna go home now. Oh, happy days. See you soon, guys. Subscribe to this channel, you'll get all the tips, tricks. Even when I go live, you'll get them. And thanks very much for your feedback and for your continued support on my YouTube channel, guys. Really much appreciated. See you soon.